Tonight we're going to taste black box wines and just black box red wines, so that you can decide which one you're going to pick up for a party or you're going to pick up for drinking for yourself. Which one of these black boxes, which are all massively manufactured, huge amounts of grape juice all across the country. So we have a black box that's a Malbec, we have a black box that's a Pinot Noir, a black box that's a Merlot, a black box that's a red blend, and a black box that's Cabernet Sauvignon. And this is a blind tasting of 5 black box red wines. And so what we're going to start with is just pouring the wine into our decanters to let them decant for a little bit as normal. And what I'll do is I'll pour each black box for 30 seconds, and that way I have equal amounts into each one. And as you know, these are all disguised, so we won't be able to see the colors coming out of the black box. Okay, so the first wine is and we're going to call the first one is the black box Malbec, and that's going to be called wine A in our blind tasting. And it was boxed on October 9th, 2024, and it cost $14.99, and it came from the grocery store Wegmans. So I'm going to pour this for 30 seconds. So change of plan. I'm doing that for 10 seconds. It's pouring a lot. Okay. The wine B in our blind tasting is going to be the black box Pinot Noir, also from California. The Malbec was California. All of these, okay. The only one, and it's box E, Cabernet Sauvignon, comes from Chile. So we're on box B, which was boxed on October 1st, 2024. And this is the black box Pinot Noir from California. Doesn't say where in California. And this one was also $15.99 from Wegman. Drop it in, and we're going 10 seconds now. All right, that's our second, our B wine in the blind tasting. Okay, so now wine C is the black box Merlot, and it's from California. And this is box C in our blind tasting. It was boxed on October 8th, 2024, and it was also $15.99, and it came from the Wegmans grocery store. We'll go for 10 seconds. There we are, nice shut-off valve. Okay, and then for our next wine in the blind tasting, it is going to be, and we're going to call it wine D, and it's the black box red blend from California, and it was boxed on October 26, 2024, and it is also $15.99 and from Wegmans, just like all the rest. These all came from the Wegmans grocery store. And here we go for 10 seconds. All right, I'll let that one stop so we don't drip. Okay, and then the last wine in our blind tasting is going to be wine E, and that is the black box Cabernet Sauvignon, and this one is from Chile. And it was boxed on September 16th, 2024, and it is also $15.99, and it came from the Wegmans grocery store. And here we're going to add it for 10 seconds. Okay, all right, and now we'll pause for a little bit. We'll let these decant for half an hour, and then we'll begin our blind tasting of black box red wines. This is the blind tasting for the black box red wines, and we have mixed all these up. If you remember, black box Malbec is A, black box Pinot Noir is from California is B, black box Merlot from California is C, black box red blend from California is D, and black box Cabernet Sauvignon from Chile is E. And so we're going to taste them in first wine, second wine, third wine, fourth wine, fifth wine, and then we'll match them up. And all of the decanters have been scrambled, so we don't know which ones we're drinking from. So I think I'll start with the first one here.
Why don't we make this the first one and go?
Okay, deal.
The last
This is the
one.
first one. First, so go ahead and pour first. And okay. Pour the second. Get these all poured. You're going from the outside in, right?
Yeah. How exciting!
All right, smell lots of good, fresh grape juice. Okay, so here we begin. So let's start with the first wine. The first wine, and
It's a little bit on the lighter side.
much lighter. I think I know what this one is already just by how light it is. The other ones all seem to have the same color, but I don't see any issues with the color. Perfectly
Clear.
fine. Okay, and then we move on on to taste the aroma. See what the aroma is. See how many different. It's pretty good. I'd say it's pretty good for a black box.
Yeah.
I smell some licorice. I smell some blackberry, plum. Yeah, a little bit of pepper.
I do smell the pepper.
Yeah. Okay. And then we try the taste. Pleasant tannins. A little bit of something that kind of very. It is acidic. Something that goes.
It's sharp when it goes into your mouth.
I guess we're both kind of.
And it lasts.
Okay. And then the finish. Yep. So is it long finish? Is memorable? Short finish, but still pleasant. Yeah. Okay. I got it. And then my last question, would I buy it again for a special occasion? Buy it again for a neighborhood party? Would I buy it again and drink it on occasion? Yeah. Okay, I got it. All right, so now
Me too.
I'm going to have some crackers. And I said I would buy this one again.
I would buy it again as well.
Okay.
Ooh, this one's dark.
I'm going to move this one over here because I need some more space. Well,
I have to test them back again after we go all the way through. So it's super dark.
so now we are on the second wine of the blind tasting, and it is very dark, and maybe my pour is a little too strong, but I can just barely see my ring through there, so I see some of the darker purples, garnet. Okay, second wine I'll rate
like the
for the
smell.
color. This is going to guessing, I can't really tell. I have no idea. It could be the red. I mean, I'm smelling like one or two different things. I really can't. Okay, so let me taste it.
Start going in, but I can taste fruit.
I do taste a little bit of fruit forward on there as it comes in. Strong, some of the acidity coming back. Yeah. This one's got me thinking a little bit. Okay. All right, I think I've got it. Would I buy it again?
Moving on, I would buy it again. This one is also very, very dark.
Okay. I said on the second wine that I would not.
Well, you know me. I like all wine, unless it's vinegary. And that was not vinegary.
Okay.
Super dark.
Now we're tasting the third wine, and
I would
very
say
dark. It's very dark
darker
also.
than the other one.
And it's actually looks like more of a. Oh, I see stuff clip around.
Nothing in mine.
I wonder-
Maybe.
No, I saw it floating.
It's the dishwasher, not me.
I think this is color's a little different. So this is much more. I don't know. What is that? Like a rosé more. It's different. Okay, so this is definitely.
Well, it's got more of a tawny finish.
Yeah. Let's say that whatever those floaters are, glass, but I've got a lot. Okay. The smell to me smells like a rose. More like flowery.
Something's a little off
And the smell of it.
in both.
Okay. Try.
It's a little tangy.
Not very acidic. Greater tannin. That taste is.
I don't like the finish tongue.
I'm catching up with you. Okay, I've got that, and then I'm going to add the.
Oh.
Let me add the two. Okay, and then I'm going to say on wine number 3 that I would not.
And unfortunately, I'm going to agree with you.
Okay. Okay.
I mean, if I have a choice, because that one, something was off. Okay. Now,
All right,
this is really, really, really dark.
It's also very thick here. I've got it very thick.
Yeah, look at that.
Heavy pour. So we're on wine 4, and wow, I can't see through that at all.
No, very dark.
But it is thicker. I mean, this is a bigger pour. I like the color. I'm a fan color of the 4th wine. So we're still doing our blind tasting of the 4th wine right now.
It's not very.
No, that's not what I would want.
Not very deep in the smell.
That's not.
I mean, it doesn't. To me, it doesn't smell bad. It just doesn't really have a smell.
Yeah.
Maybe it needs a little stir.
I don't know if you're going to stir smells out of it. I'll see how it is when you're breathing in and taking that first.
Well, that
sip.
helped a little.
Yeah, I think I smell some. This is wet leaves, a little bit of mushroom smell.
Well, I still smell fruit, and by twirling it a little bit more, I got a little bit more out of it. Just needed a little help.
Yeah. Okay.
That's pretty berry.
Maybe that's what you know. I need a second round on this. There's a light finish.
Yeah, it doesn't any.
Okay, that's something sticking around there. All right, so ready for the 4th wine? The fifth wine. Okay, so now we'll go into the 5th wine, and it's our last one. And this one is.
Oh, okay.
Okay, on the color on that one, no problem.
Dark again.
Yeah, this is
They're all very dark.
Very dark, very ruby color.
I like the colors on all of them. You didn't like the sediment.
I didn't like the second one. Oh no, the third one. The third one had a little bit of sediment. Be the glass.
And that doesn't always mean something bad.
Okay.
Back to smelling licorice.
Yeah, I smell licorice, blackberry. The plums are there.
Smell any plum.
No plum.
Licorice.
there's a complexity in the smell, which you could smell. Balanced.
I'm liking that, although getting a funny
All of them. This has a mild, strange aftertaste, but not like the one before it or the two before it.
I like the initial taste.
This one, I mean, the finish is okay. I want to try one more time here with a cracker. I think I need a smaller cracker.
Okay, now I'm going to compare a couple of mine.
Finish on that one. I forgot to say it. The fourth wine I would not buy, and the fifth wine I would buy again. Okay, let's double check here that my senses are right on these, and then we'll tally our scores.
Okay. So number 2 is better than number 1. Number 3, I think, is worse than all of them.
We're still doing our final taste. It's wine 3. Wine 3 tells almost like wood shavings or pencil shavings or something like that.
I don't know.
Not quite right. And wine 4, same thing. Okay.
These two are about even.
All right. I'm going to start adding my scores whenever you're ready. Okay. Oh, and then also wine number 5 I would buy again, just to drink on occasion, but not take this to a party. Okay, and we're getting ready to call out our scores, and we'll call out the first score. I'll call out my score and my total score, and if I would buy it again. And then,
funny.
Okay, so here we go. So for the first wine, I scored it a 13, and I would buy it again, and I'd take it to a neighborhood party where others like wine.
So I also scored number 1 as a 13, and I would buy it again and take it to a neighborhood party.
Okay, and the second wine, I scored a 10, and I would not buy it again.
Oh, interesting, because I scored that one a 15, and I would take it to a neighborhood party.
Okay, and the third wine, I scored it an 8, and I would not buy it again.
Yes, and I scored it an 8 and would not buy it again.
Isn't that fun? Okay, and the fourth wine, I scored that an 8, and I would not buy it again.
I scored it an 11, and I would buy it and only drink it on occasion, but not take it to a party.
Not take it. Okay, and the fifth wine, I scored it a 13, and I would buy it again, but I would not take it. I would just drink it at home.
I scored that a 15, so it ties number 2, and I would buy it again and take it to a party.
Okay, so the first wine is wine B, which is the Pinot Noir.
I called it!
Okay.
See, look, Pinot.
The second wine is wine C, which is the Merlot. The third wine is wine E, which is the Cabernet Sauvignon from
that was
Chile.
the worst.
Okay, and
from Chile. Okay.
From Chile, yeah. And then the fourth wine is wine A. Wine A, which is the Malbec. Meaning the fifth wine is wine E,
The red blend.
which is the red blend.
Red blend. So I like the Merlot
Isn't that
and the red
interesting?
blend.
So the red blend is what seems to come out on top. Okay.
Very nice. Okay, so 13 and 13 is 26. 13 and 15 is 28. So the winner is the red blend.
Red blend. The blends seem to